The stones scream at night, ancient rock, older than kingdoms, whispering secrets no one else hears, except him. The crippled prince they hide in storage closets. The mistake. The shame dragging his twisted leg through corridors where guards look away. He's been invisible for 6 years, the stones say. That ends today. War horns shatter the morning silence. She arrives like wildfire. Red hair, feral eyes, moving like something that doesn't belong in civilized halls. Not a diplomat, not a guest. A predator with a mission. The king's face goes white when he sees her. She's here for a debt. A prophecy. Something buried so deep the fortress itself has been screaming warnings. And the forgotten prince in the shadows. He's the center of it all. The stones have been waiting. She just kicked the door open. Now everything unravels. I press my palm against the wall. Cold. Always cold. Stone older than my father. Older than his father. Older than memory itself. The fortress of Iron Peak was built from these rocks. Carved from the mountain. Every wall. Every floor. Every ceiling. Ancient. Unforgiving. Cold. But there's something else underneath, a hum. Low. Barely there. Like someone whispering through water. You are not broken. I yank my hand back, the voice stops. My heart doesn't. 6 years old in 2 days, and the only conversations I have are with rocks that might be imagining me right back. The stones speak. They always have. Ever since I was old enough to understand words. Ever since I was old enough to know that no one else hears them. Perfect. Just perfect. I pull my hand away from the wall and tuck it under my arm. The cold from the stone lingers on my palm. It always does, like the fortress is trying to steal whatever warmth I have left. Not that I have much. The room I live in isn't really a room. It's a storage closet they emptied out when I was born. When my mother died. When my father decided he couldn't look at me without seeing what he'd lost. One window. High up. Barred. They say it's for my safety. But I know better. It's to keep me in. To keep the mistake hidden. To keep the crippled prince away from the perfect world outside. I drag myself across the floor to the corner where I sleep. Not a bed. Just blankets. Thin ones. The kind servants use. Hand-me-downs. Like everything else I own. My tunic used to belong to someone else. A kitchen boy, I think. It's too big. Hangs off my shoulders. The sleeves cover my hands. My pants are too long. I have to roll them up so I don't trip. Not that tripping matters much when you can barely walk anyway. I settle into my corner and pull the blanket over my legs. The left one, the one that doesn't work right. The one that's been twisted since birth defect. That's what Emery's the healer called it. Curse. That's what everyone else calls it. The reason my mother died. The reason my father hates me. The reason I'm invisible. I close my eyes and try to sleep. But the stones won't let me. They're louder tonight. Chosen marked wait. I press my hands over my ears. It doesn't help. The whispers aren't outside. They're inside. In my head. In my bones. In the marrow of me. I don't know what I'm waiting for. But the stones seem to think it's important. They've been saying it for weeks now. Ever since the last full moon. Ever since the night I turned the corner in the lower corridor and saw her. Brynn, the girl with the bucket. The one who leaves me things. The one who sees me. I don't know why she does it. Not she dub it. May she pities me. Maybe she's just kind. Maybe she hears the stones too. I don't know. But I'm grateful. Because for 6 years I've been alone, and now, maybe, I'm not. Morning comes too early. The bells ring for first watch. Loud. Echoing through the stone corridors like a hammer against my skull. I don't want to get up. But if I stay in my room all day, the guards will notice. And if the guards notice, they'll report it, and if they report it, someone will come check on me. And I don't want anyone checking on me. So I get up, scuff, drag paws. That's the sound of my left leg across stone. 3 beats. A rhythm I know better than my own heartbeat. The leg doesn't bend right, doesn't straighten. It just hangs there. Useless weight I have to pull behind me. Scuff, drag paws. Down the corridor. Scuff, drag paws. Past the guards. They don't look at me. They never do. Eyes forward. Back straight. Pretending I don't exist. Which is, wind fine, better than the alternative. The alternative is what happened to the last his servant who looked me in the eye. A young woman, maybe 20. She was carrying linens. I was dragging myself to the kitchen. We passed in the hallway. She looked at me, smiled, said good morning. 3 days later she was gone, sent to the border. No explanation, no trial, just gone. Theron, my father, the Alphaking, the man I've seen maybe twice in my entire life, had her removed. Because she acknowledged my existence. Because she treated me like a person, because that's not allowed. So now everyone pretends. Eyes down, head down, exist down. I make it to the kitchen corridor without incident. This is the part I'm good at. The part where I become a shadow. The kitchens are always busy in the morning. Servants rushing, cooks shouting, steam rising from massive pots. No one notices one small crippled boy. I slip through the door that leads to the scullery. This is where they dump the scrips, the food that's too burnt or too old or too ugly to serve. They pile it in wooden bins before taking it to the hounds. If I'm lucky, there's bread. Today I'm lucky. Half a roll. Hard as stone, but edible. A piece of cheese. Moldy on one side. I scrape it off. An apple core. Someone ate most of it, but there's still some left. I shove everything into my pockets. The ones sewn into my tunic. Deep pockets. Big enough to hide my stolen meals. No one sees me. No one cares. I turn to leave and freeze. A cook is standing in the doorway, staring at me. I can't breathe, can't move. He's going to report me. Going to tell someone that the prince was stealing scraps like a common rat. Going to get me in trouble. Going to. He picks up a whole apple from the counter. Looks at it, looks at me, sets it on top of the scrap bin, turns around, walks away. I stare at the apple. Perfect. Red. Whole for me. He left it for me. I grab it, hide it with the rest, and drag myself out of the kitchen as fast as I can. My heart is pounding, not from fear, from something else. Something I haven't felt in a long time. Hope. I make it back to my room before the bells ring for second watch. Save. Hi, invisible again. I close the door and lean against it. Breathing hard. My leg aches from the walk. It always does. Emery says it's because the muscles don't work right. Because the bones didn't form properly. Because I'm broken, I slide down to the floor and pull out my treasures. The hard bread, the scraped cheese, the apple core, and the whole apple. I stare at the whole one for a long time. No one has given me something whole in. I don't know how long. Years, maybe. Everything I get is broken. Used, leftover. But this is perfect. I should eat it, but I can't. Not yet. Instead, I wrap it carefully in the piece of cloth Brynn left me last week. I tuck it under the loose stone by the window, next to the blue feather, next to the other apple she left me, the bruised one. Still whole, despite the purple mark on its skin. My collection, my proof that someone knows I exist. I eat the bread and cheese instead. Slowly, making it last. When you don't know where your next meal is coming from, you learn to make everything last. After I finish, I stand and look at the walls. They're covered in marks. Black streaks of charcoal I stole from the forge 3 months ago. I wait until the blacksmith goes to lunch. Then I slip in, take one piece, just one, small enough that he won't notice it's missing. I've been drawing ever since. Leans and circles and spirals. Symbols I don't have names for. They come from the whispers. The ones the stone makes when no one else is listening. The stones tell me what to draw. I don't understand why. But I do it anyway, because when I draw, the whispers are happy, content, peaceful. And when the whispers are peaceful, so am I. I pick up my piece of charcoal. It's worn down to almost nothing now. Maybe another week of drawing left. Then I'll have to steal another piece. I press the charcoal to the wall, add another mark. A spiral, starting wide, curling inward, tighter and tighter until the center is just a dot. Like me. Getting smaller, disappearing. Until I'm gone. The stones hum with approval. I add another spiral, filling the empty space on the wall. This is my voice, the only one I have. No one hears me when I speak, but the stones hear me when I draw. Footsteps in the hall. I freeze, charcoal still pressed to the wall. The footsteps slow stop. Right outside my door. My heart hammers. No one comes here. No one. The door doesn't open. The footsteps start again, moving away. Fading gone. I exhale, slow, shaky. That was close. Too close. I need to be more careful. If someone sees my drawings, they'll take them away. Like they take everything else away. They'll scrub the walls clean, paint over them, erase every mark, erase me. I put the charcoal back in its hiding place, under the loose floorboard where no one will find it. Then I sit and wait for what, I don't know. But the stones seem to think something is coming. Chouch coming, storm coming, she comes. I don't know who she is, but I'm about to find out. 2 days pass, slow, Caelan. I spend them in my room mostly, drawing, listening to the stones, eating my stolen food bit by bit. The whole apple I keep, don't touch it. It sits under the loose stone, perfect. Red. Waiting for what? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm saving it for my birthday. 2 days away. Not that anyone else remembers. They never do. Last year, I spent my 5th birthday alone in this room. The year before that, too. And the year before that, every year the same. Stone and silence and the whispers in the walls. On the morning of the 2nd day, the stones get louder, agitated, urgent. I press my palms to the wall. What? What is it? The whispers overlap. Frantic. Like they're trying to warn me. Change coming. Storm coming. She comes. The red one. Danger. Teeth and claws. She comes today. I pull my hands back. Who's coming? But the stones don't answer. They never answer direct questions. They only whisper, only warn. Never explain. At noon, the trumpets blast. I hate trumpets. They're loud, sharp. They make my ears ring. But more than that, they mean something official. Something that requires the whole fortress to snap to attention. I crack open my door. Just an inch enough to see. Guards are running. Servants rushing. Everyone moving with purpose, with urgency. Something big is happening. I shouldn't go look. I know I shouldn't, but I do. I drag myself down the corridor. Scuff, drag, pause. Staying close to the walls, keeping to the shadows, keeping to the shadows. No one notices me. They're all too busy. I make it to the balcony overlooking the main courtyard. It's hidden behind a stone pillar. Narrow, dark, perfect for someone who doesn't want to be seen. I press myself against the pillar and look down. The courtyard below is packed. Guards, servants, nobles I've never seen before. Everyone facing the gates waiting. The massive iron gates to begin to open slow, heavy. The sound of metal grinding against stone echoes through the courtyard. And then horses. Dozens of them. Armored warriors on armored mounts. And at the center, A man on a black war horse so massive it looks like it crushed stone beneath its hooves. Theron, my father, the Alpha King. I haven't seen him in 3 years. Not since the last time he came home. The last time he looked at me with those silver eyes. The last time he decided I wasn't worth his time. I press further into the shadows. Even from here, I can feel it. The weight of him. The power rolling off him in waves. Alpha aura. Thick enough to choke on. Everyone in the courtyard drops to their knees. Everyone bowing simmeting. I don't. Not because I'm brave, but because he can't see me. Up here in the shadows. Invisible, like always. Theron dismounts, armored, scarred. A war axe strapped to his back that's bigger than I am. He doesn't look happy to be home. He looks like he'd rather be anywhere else, fighting, conquering, killing. Anything but here. Then he speaks. His voice carries deep commanding. The Luna selection begins today. The crowd erupts, cheering, trading. I feel sick. Luna selection. He's choosing a new queen, a new wife, a new mother for the heir he actually wants. Not me, never me. Someone worthy. Luna selection. I've heard of it. When an Alpha King needs a mate, a queen to stand beside him, to bear his children, to strengthen his pack. The packs from across the territory send their best. Their strongest, their most beautiful, daughters of alphas, granddaughters of kings. Women bred for power, for dominance, for perfection. They compete. Through trials, through combat, through displays of strength and cunning and ruthlessness, the strongest wins, takes the crown, becomes Luna, becomes queen, and gives the king what he needs. A worthy heir, the words burn in my chest. Worthy, I taste blood. I've been biting my tongue without realizing it. A worthy heir. Not the broken hiding in the shadows Ayum's, Sahujanfer, mother. Not the crippled mistake that killed his mother. Someone one perfect, someone strong, one song who can walk without dragging a useless leg behind them. Theron's words continue to boom across the courtyard. Let the candidates come. Let them prove themselves. Let the strongest mud rise. The one who stands at the end will stand beside me. The crowd cheers again, louder, this time. Ecstatic, this is what they want, what they've been waiting for. A real heir, a proper prince. Not me. I turn away from the balcony. I can't watch this. Can't listen to them celebrate the future. The future where I don't exist. Scuff drag pause. Back to my room. Back to the walls covered in charcoal marks. Back to the whispers. The stones are humming when I return. Agitated. Worried, she comes, red hair like blood, heart like ice. She comes tonight. I press my forehead against the wall. Who is she? Why do you keep warning me, but the stones just repeat? She comes, danger, teeth and claws hiding in silk. I don't understand, but I will soon. The first candidate arrives that evening. I hear the commotion from my window. The sound of hooves on cobblestone, servants shouting, guards snapping to attention. I drag myself to the window and pull myself up, just high enough to see through the bars. A carriage, massive, black lacquered wood with silver trim, pulled by 6 white horses. It rolls through the gates like it owns the place. The door opens. A hand emerges first. Pale, delicate, ringed with silver and rubies, then a foot, wearing a boot of soft leather, polished to a mirror shine, then her, polished to a mirror shine. She steps out of the carriage like she's stepping onto a stage, like everyone is there to see her. And they are. She's tall, taller than most of the guards. Her hair is red, not auburn, not copper, red like spilled wine, red like fresh blood. It cascades down her back in perfect waves. She's dressed in deep blue silk, a gown that shimmers in the torchlight. Cut low enough to be daring. high enough to be elegant, perfect, deadly beautiful, in the way a blade is beautiful. Her name spreads through the crowd like wildfire, servants whispering, guards murmuring, Lady Isolde of Crimson Valley, daughter of Lord Draven, strongest of the Alphas, favorite to win. I watch her walk through the courtyard, every step deliberate, calculated. She owns this space and she knows it. She walks past my window. I should duck, should hide, but I don't. I watch, and for just a second, she looks up. Our eyes meet. Hers are amber, sharp, predatory. They narrow when they land on me. Assess, calculate, dismiss. Then she smiles. It's not a kind smile. It's not a warm smile. It's the smile of someone who's just spotted an insect. Something small, something broken, something beneath notice, something to step on. And then she's past, walking into the fortress like she already owns it. I sink down from the window. My hands are shaking. I don't know why. She didn't do anything, didn't say anything. Just looked at me. But that look, that smile, it felt like a promise, a threat wrapped in silk. The stones hum, louder than before. She sees you. Dangerous a hoe. I press my hands over my ears. I know she's dangerous. I'll stay hidden. I'll stay invisible, like always. Over the next day, 3 more candidates arrive. I watch them from my window, each one more impressive than the last. Lady Sarah of the Northern Peaks. Blonde, fierce, armored even in a dress. Lady Marin of the Eastern Plains, dark-skinned, beautiful, radiating power. Lady Kira of the Western Shores, small, swift, deadly quiet, each one a potential Luna, each one a potential queen, each one perfect. I should care, should worry, should feel something, but I don't, because none of them matter. Only Isolde matters, because she's the one who keeps coming back, to the lower halls, to the forgotten corridors, to Anna corridor, to my corner. The first time I think it's an accident. She's exploring, getting familiar with the fortress. It makes sense, but then she comes back and again, always to the same place, the corridor where I spend most of my time, where my room is, where my drawings are. She's looking for something. I hide in the shadows and watch. She walks slowly, running her fingers along the walls, touching the stone like she's searching. Then she finds them. My drawings, the spirals and symbols I've spent months creating, the charcoal marks that speak when I can't. She stops, stares. I hold my breath. Please don't. Please just leave them. They're all I have. She tilts her head, studying the marks. Then she reaches into her sleeve, pulls out a cloth, white, clean, expensive, and starts to wipe. No, the word catches in my throat. I want to scream, want to run out, want to stop her. But I can't, because if I do, she'll see me. And if she sees me, she'll tell someone, and they'll send me away. Or worse, so I watch helpless, as she erases my spirals, one by one, my symbols, my voice, my proof that I exist. Wiped away like they never mattered. Like I never mattered. She finishes, folds the cloth, tucks it back in her sleeve, and walks away humming a light, cheerful tune, like she didn't just destroy months of work, like she didn't just erase me. I wait until her footsteps fade completely. Then I slide down the wall and cry. For the first time in a year, ugly sobs that shake my whole body, because those drawings were mine. The only thing in this whole fortress that was mine, and now they're gone, just like everything else. I spend the night curled in my corner, not sleeping, just staring at the blank walls, the walls that used to speak, now silent. MPA. Like me, morning comes, the bells ring. I don't move. What's the point? My drawings are gone. My voice is gone. I'm invisible again, completely. But then I remember the apple, the whole one, the one the cook left for me, the one Brynn left for me weeks ago. They're still under the loose stone. High still sees me. Someone still knows I exist. Someone stills. I'm myself to stand. Scuff drag pause. Out of my room, into the corridor. I can't stay here. Not with the blank walls mocking me. I drag myself to the main hall. The one where servants work during the day. It's risky. Someone might see me, but I don't care anymore. I find a corner, behind a pillar, dark Caelan. I sit and try to disappear into the stone, trying to become part of the walls, invisible. Forgotten the servants come and go, carrying linens, hauling water, scrubbing floors. None of them look at me. I'm good at this being nothing. Then I see her, Brynn, the girl with the bucket. She's on her hands and knees, scrubbing the stone floor. Her dress as brown, worn, patched in places. Her hair is tied back with a strip of cloth. Dark brown. Simple. She works in silence, efficient, methodical, invisible in her own way. Just another servant. Just another nobody. Like me. I watch her finish a section. She sits back on her heels. Wipes sweat from her forehead. Leaves a smudge of dirt she doesn't notice. Just stands, stretches. Her back must hurt. From bending, from scrubbing, from being invisible. She picks up her bucket, carries it to the corner, sets it down, then walks away, leaving it. I wait, count to 60 in my head. Like always, then I drag myself over. Slowly, quietly, I peer into the bucket, and there it is, an apple braised on one side, purple like a fading sunset, but whole. Real for me. I reach for it, my fingers close around it. And that's when I hear her voice. You can talk, can't you? I freeze. My heart stops. I turn my head. She's standing there, Brynn, looking at me, not past me, not through me, at me. Her eyes are brown, warm not pitying, just seeing. I don't know what to do, don't know what to say. I just nod, slowly. Yes, I can talk, why don't you? I don't know how to answer that. How do I explain 6 years of silence? 6 years of being invisible, 6 years of knowing that speaking only makes things worse. I can't, so I don't answer. I just look down at the apple in my hands. She tilts her head, studies me, like I'm a puzzle she's trying to solve. You drew those symbols, didn't you? In the lower hall, my heart clenches. She saw them. Before Isolde destroyed them. I nod again, can't speak, can't breathe. They were beautiful. My throat tightens. Beautiful. She thought they were beautiful. Not crazy. Not wrong. Beautiful. They're gone now, the words slip out broken. My voice sounds strange. I haven't used it in so long. I know. Brynn's voice is soft, sad. I saw her. She doesn't have to say who. I know. Isolde. Brynn nods. Why didn't you stop her? Brynn almost laughs. But it's not a happy sound, because I'm nobody. And she's going to be queen. The words hit me. Hard, because they're true. She's nobody, I'm nobody. We're both invisible. I look down. I'm nobody too. Silence. Then, no, you're not. I glance up, shocked. She's kneeling now, eye level with me. You're the prince. I shake my head. Violent, desperate. Not really. Yes. Really. Her voice is firm, not harsh. Just certain. She reaches out, slowly. Like I might bolt. Her hand rests on mine. The one holding the apple. Her skin is warm, rough from work, but gentle. My father used to draw like you. I blink, stare at her. He did. It's not a question, but she answers anyway. All the time. Symbols, spirals. Things he said came from the stones. My heart stops. He said the stones talk to who? The world tilts. She knows. She understands. You believe me. Of course, why? Brynn squeezes my hand. Gentle, reassuring, because I've seen things no one else believes. and I know what it's like to be called crazy. We sit there, in the corner, behind the pillar, see it from the world, and for the first time in my life, I'm not alone. We don't speak for a long time, just sit. Her hand on mine, warm real. Proof that I'm not imagining this. Finally, I find my voice. What happened to him? Your father, Brynn's expression shifts. Still kind, but sad now. He died 3 years ago. I'm sorry. She shakes her head. Don't be. He was sick. Had been for a long time. The stones, the whispers. He said they got louder as he got weaker, like they were trying to pull him somewhere. Where, I don't know. He never said. Just that they wanted him to remember. Remember what Brynn... Everything. Everyone. He said the stones hold memories of everyone who's ever touched them, lived with them, died against them. I look at the wall beside us, ancient stone, older than anything, so they're not voices. No, they're echoes. The word settles. In my chest, echoes that make sense, more sense than voices. Did anyone else hear them? Besides your father? No, just him. That's why they thought he was crazy. Why they sent him away from his pack. Why we ended up here at Iron Peak, in the fortress. He was a healer once, a good one. But when he started talking about the stones, about the whispers, they called him mad, but you didn't. No, because I saw what he could do. When he listened to the stones, he could find things, lost things. He'd press his hand to a wall and know where something was, or who had been there, or what had happened, like magic maybe, or maybe just connection. I think about that. Connection to something older, something bigger, something that remembers. Is that why you're here, taking care of me, leaving me things? Brynn smiles, small, sad partly, but also because I know what it's like. To be invisible, to be called crazy, to have no one believe you. I believe you. The words come out before I can stop them, but I mean them. I do believe her, because she believes me. And that's everything. Brynn's smile grows, warmer now. Thank you. We sit in silence again, comfortable this time. Then she speaks. You should start drawing again. I shake my head. She'll just erase them, then draw where she can't find them. Where here? Brynn taps the floor. The stones down here are older, stronger, and no one looks at floors. I consider this. She's right. No one looks down. Everyone looks forward, up, around, never down. I don't have any charcoal left. It's almost gone. I'll get you more. How? I know where the blacksmith keeps his supplies. I'll take some. Not much. Just enough. You'll get in trouble. Only if I'm caught. She winks, actually winks, and despite everything, despite the fear, despite the pain, I smile. Small, but real. Okay. Brynn stands off, brushes off her dress. I have to get back to work, before someone notices. Thank you for everything. Don't thank me yet. We're just getting started. She walks away. Back to her bucket, back to scrubbing, back to being invisible. But she's not invisible to me. Not anymore. And I'm not invisible to her. We see each other. And that changes everything. Selection ceremonies start the next day. I'm not invited, obviously, but I hear about it anyway. The servants gossip. Can't help it. This is the biggest thing to happen at Iron Peak in years. The trials are held in the great courtyard. Combat strategy, displays of power. Each candidate trying to prove she's worthy of being Luna, worthy of standing beside the Alphaking, worthy of bearing his heir, his real heir. Not me. The servants whisper about Isolde. She's incredible, strongest one there. Faster than the others. Sharper. Ruthless. The king is impressed. Of course he is. She's everything I'm not. Strong, fast. Perfect wool. I spend the day in my room. Wrong. Not on the walls anymore. On the floor. In the corner, where no one looks. Brynn brought me charcoal this morning, 3 pieces, fresh from the forge. She slipped them under my door before dawn. I heard the soft scrape, found them waiting. A gift, a promise. I draw spirals, smaller this time, tighter. I draw symbols the stones whisper. Marks I don't understand but feel compelled to make. The stones hum with approval. Good. Remember, mark claim. I don't know what I'm claiming, but I draw anyway. Whores pass. The bells ring for evening meal. I eat the last of my stolen bread. The cheese is gone, the apple cores are gone. I still have the whole apples. 2 of them, now the one from the cook. The one from Brynn. I keep them under the loose stone. Safe precious proof. That night I hear shouting, rare in Iron Peak. Theron runs a tight fortress. No chaos, no noise. But tonight there's noise. Loud, angry. I drag myself to the window. Below in the courtyard. Torches movement, guards, and someone being dragged. I press my face to the bars, squint in the darkness, then I see her. Brynn being hauled by 2 guards, her arms twisted behind her back, her face pale, frightened. No. I don't think, don't plan, just move. Out of my room, down the corridor. Scuff, drag, pause, faster than I've ever moved. My leg screams in protest. I ignore it. Down the stairs, through the lower halls. Out into the courtyard. By the time I reach them, they've let her go. But she's shaking, trembling. I hide in the shadows, close enough to hear. One of the guards is laughing. Lady Isolde says you were in her chambers without permission. Brynn's voice is steady, but I can hear the fear underneath. I wasn't. I was cleaning the hall outside, like I do every day. She says you touched her gown. I didn't. Doesn't matter what you say. Lady Isolde's word against yours. And you're just a servant. I didn't do anything. The guard steps closer, threatening. Next time we won't be so nice. Stay away from the lady. Stay away from the candidates. Or there will be consequences. I understand. Good, the guards leave, laughing, joking. Like they didn't just threaten someone. Like it matter. Doesn't matter. Brynn sinks to the ground. Her hands cover her face. Her shoulders shake. I drag myself out of the shadows. Closer. She hears me. Looks up. Her eyes are wet. Caelan, what happened? She shakes her head. Nothing. It's fine. It's not fine. It is. I'm used to it. Used to what? She wipes her face. Being blamed for things I didn't do. Being invisible until someone needs someone to punish. Why would Isolde lie? Brynn's laugh is bitter. She's trying to get rid of me. Because I know. Know what? That she's cruel. That she hurts people when no one's looking. That she's not what she pretends to be. My blood runs cold. What did you see her? Hurting a servant, a younger girl. Slapped her so hard I fell. Just because the girl looked at her. Did you report it? Who would believe me? I'm nobody. I believe you. Brynn looks at me. Really looks. That's why I have to be careful. If she becomes Luna, if she has power, people like us as we won't survive. I sit beside her, as close as I can get. Then we'll have to make sure she doesn't win. How? I don't know yet, but we will. Brynn almost smiles. You sound so certain. I have to be. Because you're the only friend I have, and I'm not losing you. She squeezes my hand. You won't. 2 days later, I wake up to silence. No bells, no trumpets, just stone and cold, and the faint whisper of the walls. I sit up, my body aches, it always does. But today it feels heavier, older. I'm 6 years old today. 6 years of being invisible. 6 years of being the mistake. 6 years of being alive when my mother is dead. No one will remember. No one ever does. Last year I spent 5th birthday alone in this room. The year before that, too. Every year the same. I look at the walls, at the floor where I've been drawing. The spirals are bigger now, more complex. They cover half the floor space. The stones seem pleased. Market claimed. Yours. I don't understand. But I'm learning not to question. The stones know things I don't, things I maybe shouldn't. But they tell me anyway. I eat the last of my food, the bread from 3 days ago, so stale it's almost inedible. But I choke it down, because I don't know when I'll get more. After I finish, I sit and think about birthdays, about mothers, about the woman who died bringing me into this world. I don't remember her, obviously, but Emery's told me about her once years ago, when I was small enough to ask questions. Her name was Alara. She was kind, gentle. She loved to draw, just like me. She drew on everything, walls, floors, parchment, anything she could mark. Theron loved her completely, desperately. And when she died, when I killed her by being born, something in him died too. He couldn't look at me, couldn't bear to see me, because every time he did, I saw her, dead because of me. I understand. I do. But it doesn't make it hurt less. I stand, Scuff drag paws to the window. The sun is high, bright, warm. I can see it through the bars, but I can't feel it. Not really. Not through glass and iron. I want to feel it. Just once. Really feel it. Not through barriers. Not through shadows. Just sun. On my skin. That's when I make the decision. Stupid. Reckless. But I make it anyway. I'm going to the royal garden. The one that's forbidden. The one where only the candidates and the king are allowed. I know it's insane. I know I'll probably get caught. Probably get punished. But today is my birthday. And I'm so tired of being invisible. So tired of living in shadows. I just want to see the sun. Really see it. Feel it. For one moment. Before I disappear completely. The garden is on the east side of the fortress. I know this. Because I've heard servants talk about it, how beautiful it is, how the flowers bloom year-round, how the fountains sing, how the sun shines there even on cloudy days. It takes me 20 minutes to drag myself there. Every step hurts. My leg protests, my muscles scream. But I keep going. Scuff drag paws. Through empty corridors. Down forgotten stairs. Around corners no one watches. I'm good at being invisible, at knowing where the guards aren't, where the servants don't go. I use those paths now. Finally, I reach a door. Wooden carved, with flowers and vines. Beautiful, forbidden. I press my hand against it. The stones beneath whisper, "Yes, go see. Before she finds you." I don't know who she is, but I push the door anyway. It opens, silent, easy. And I step through, into color everywhere. Reds and yellows and blues, so bright they hurt flowers. I don't have names for. Growing in neat beds. Climbing white marble trellises spilling over stone walls. The air smells sweet. Like honey and roses and something else. Something green. Living. Fountains bubble in the center. Clear water filter dancing and smooth stones. The sound is like music. Gentle. Peaceful. Perfect. And the sun. Oh, the sun. Warm, bright. Real. On my face. For the first time in years, I laugh. I can't help it. The sound bursts out of me. Strange, broken, but real. I move forward, onto the grass. Real grass, not stone. Soft. Green, alive. I sit down, right there in the middle of the path. And I just feel the warmth, the softness, the life. This is what I've been missing. This is what's been kept from me. Beauty. Light. Freedom. A butterfly lands nearby, blue wings, shimmering, iridescent. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It flutters, dances, lands on a white flower, then flies. I watch it mesmerized. It dances closer, just out of reach, teasing, playing. I reach for it, saddening, wanting to touch. Just once. The butterfly brief sire, I stretch further. My bad leg wobbles. Unstable, I lose my balance. Fall. Not on grass this time. On stone, the paved path, hard, unforgiving. I hit face first. Pain explodes in my hands, my knees, my chin. I taste blood, and I'm not alone. The scream that follows isn't mine. It's hers, high, piercing, furious. I push myself up, look and freeze. Eyes zold, 3 feet away, wearing a gown the color of midnight. Deep blue silk that shimmers like stars, beautiful. Perfect, expensive, and now ruined because I know. There's mud on the hem, brown streaks. From my hands, my knees, my dirty, useless body. I scramble back, panic rising. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. The words tumble out, broken, desperate, but she doesn't move, just stares at me, at the mud, at the filth staining her perfection, her face over her face twists into something inhuman, something monstrous, rage pure bombassault, terrifying you. Her voice is ice, sharp cutting. I try to stand, can't. My leg won't cooperate, won't hold me. I'm trapped on the ground at her feet. She steps forward, slow, deliberate, each step echoing on the stone. You disgusting little creature. I'm sorry. Do you know how much this gown costs? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, I just. More than your pathetic life, the words hit like blows. I try to crawl. Backward away, but she's faster, so much faster. She closes the distance, stands over me, towering, powerful, furious, and I see them. Her boots, tall, riding boots, made of fine leather, polished, perfect, with silver tips, pointed, sharp, deadly. She raises her foot. My eyes widen. No, please, I'm sorry. Her boot swings, connects. My stomach. The air explodes out of my lungs. I can't breathe, can't think, can't do anything but feel. Pain, everywhere, radiating, consuming. I curl into a ball, instinct, protection. She kicks again. Ribs this time. Something cracks. The sound is wet. Wrong, the world tilts, spins. I taste copper, blood, filling my mouth, choking me. I cough. Spit red on white at stone. She's screaming now. Words I can't understand, can't process. The pain is too much, too big. She raises her boot again, higher, this time aiming for my head. I see it coming. Know what it means. This is it, this is how I die. On my birthday, in a garden, because I wanted to see the suns. I closed my eyes, wait for the impact, wait for the darkness, wait for it to be over. But the third kick never comes. Instead, a thud, a gasp, not mine. I open my eyes, Brynn. She's on top of me, covering me, shielding me with her body, and Isolde's boot is buried in Brynn's side. No, no, no. Brynn doesn't scream, doesn't cry out. Just holds tighter, arms wrapped around me, pressing my face into her shoulder, hiding me, protecting me. Isolde yanks her foot back, kicks again. Brynn's shoulder. I hear the impact, feel her body jerk. But she doesn't let go. Another kick. Her back, another. Her ribs. Agon. I hear bones break. The wet crack of something giving. I hear Brynn's breath hitch. Catch, struggle. But she doesn't let go. She doesn't let go. I try to push her off, try to make her move, to save herself. But she's stronger than me. Even broken, even dying. She holds on. It's okay. Her voice is a whisper, barely audible. You're okay. No, I'm not. Nothing is okay. You're dying, not yet. Isolde is screaming, shrill, frantic. Move, you filthy wretch. Brynn curls tighter, making herself the target, making herself the shield. Her blood is warm, soaking through her dress, through my tunic, between us. I try to speak. Can't, the air won't come. Isolde kicks again, harder. More vicious guards. Someone, get this trash off me. I hear boots, running, voices shouting. But they're far away, like I'm underwater, drowning. Brynn's face is close to mine. Her eyes are open, brown, warm, focused on me. Only me. It's okay. She says it again. You're okay. I'm not. We're not. This isn't okay, but I can't say it. Can't do anything but hold on. And pray to who? I know the moon, the stones. Anyone, please, please don't let her die. Not for me, not because of me. I'm not worth it, but even as I think it, I know. She disagrees. Then the world doesn't just shift. It shatters, the air changes, thickens, becomes heavy, suffocating, pressure crushing, like the sky is falling. I can't breathe, and it's not because of my ribs. It's because something enormous just arrived. Something powerful, something furious. Alpha aura. But not like anything I've felt before. Not the distant weight from the courtyard. This is close, personal, overwhelming. This is rage, pure, pommelet, apocalyptic. The guards drop to their knees, not kneeling, collapsing. Crushed by the weight, Isolde stumbles back. Her face goes white, blood drains. Terror replaces fury, and I hear it, a roar, not human, not wolf. Something in between, something primal, something that shakes the stone beneath me. The fountains stop, the birds flee, the flowers seem to wilt. Everything freezes, except the footsteps. Running heavy, fast, getting closer. Then he's there, Theron, my father the Alphaking, still in travel clothes. No armor, just leather and fury. His eyes, silver, glowing, burning, locked it on me, on Brynn, on the blood. And for the first time in my life, I see something in them. Something I never expected. Fear. Theron doesn't speak, just drops to his knees. Beside us, beside me and Brynn. Reaches for me, his hand extends. I flinch, can't help it. Every instinct screaming danger, predator. His hand stops, midair. Frozen. He stares at me. I stare back, terrified, not of Isolde anymore, of him. My father, the man who could kill me with a thought, his face. I've never seen his face do that, crumple break, like something inside him just shattered. Like he's the one bleeding, not us. He pulls his hand back, slow, shaking, and I see it clearly now. His hand is trembling, the Alphaking. The conqueror, the man who has never lost a battle, is shaking because of me, because I flinched, because I'm afraid of him. He stands, turns, looks at Isolde. She's already talking fast, desperate. Alpha. Thank the moon. This feral child attacked me, came at me in the garden. And this servant, she assaulted me trying to. Theron lifts his hand, one finger. She stops, mid-sentence. Mid-lie, her mouth still open, but no sound comes. He walks toward her, slow, deliberate, each step measured, controlled. Which makes it worse if he was raging, yelling that would be better. This is terrifying. Isolde backs up, one step. Two Alpha eye. He doesn't blink. Doesn't speak, just reaches down and rips the silver circlet from her head. The crown that marks her as a candidate, the symbol of her potential. Gone, thrown into the dirt, into the mud, into the blood. Isolde gasps, what? Theron's voice when it comes is quiet, too quiet. Which makes it worse. Gareth, a man steps forward. From the shadows, scared face. Older the beta. The beta, yes, Alpha. Zell, Isolde's face drains, completely white. You can't, no light, Alpha, no food, my father is. No water, her voice cracks. Theron leans close, closest enough, that only she can hear. But I hear it too, if she speaks again. Break her jaw, Isolde's eyes widen, horrified, disbelieving. Alpha, my father will. I don't care. 3 words, soft, final. Domfinal. Gareth grabs her arm, drags her away. She's screaming now, thrashing. Fighting. No, you can't do this, my father. My pack. They'll come for you. They'll. Her voice fades down the corridor into the depths. Gone the other candidates. The ones watching from the edges. They vanish, silent, terrified. Smart. The guards won't look up, won't move, won't breathe. Theron turns back to us, to me. To Brynn, still covering me, still protecting me, still breathing, barely. He kneels again. This time, he doesn't reach for me. He reaches for her, for Brynn. Lifts her. Gentle, so gentle. I almost don't believe it's the same hands that break bones, that crush enemies, that kill without hesitation, are careful with her, tender. I'm still clinging to her dress. I won't let go. Can't. He doesn't make me, just. Lifts us both, stands, carries us. Through the garden, through the halls. Every step echoes. I bury my face in Brynn's shoulder. She's not, but I can feel her heartbeat, faint fluttering, like the butterfly. Please, please don't stop. We reach the healing chambers. An old man rushes forward, white hair like winter snow. The kind eyes behind deep wrinkles. Emery's the healer, the only one who ever spoke to me with gentleness. He takes one look at Brynn, and his face goes pale. Put her here. Quickly, Theron lays her on the wide stone table, the one usually reserved for wounded warriors, not servants. I'm still holding on, still clinging to her blood-soaked dress. Emery's looks at me, his expression soft. Says, Prince Caelan, I need to help her. You have to let go. I shake my head, violent, desperate. No, if I let go, she'll disappear. She'll die. She'll leave me. Please, child, I promise. I'll save her, but I need space. Theron's hand rests on my shoulder. I flinch. He pulls back immediately, but his voice, it's different, soft, almost broken. Caelan, let him work. Let Emery's help her. I look at Brynn. Her eyes are closed, blood on her lips. Her chest barely moving. I force my fingers to open, one by one, letting go of the fabric, letting go of her. Theron lifts me, sets me in a chair beside the table, close enough to see, to watch, to make sure she doesn't disappear. Emery's moves fasted. His hands glow faintly, healing magic, ancient, powerful. He cuts away Brynn's dress, revealing, oh, her back is destroyed. Bruises so dark they're black, purple spreading like storm clouds. Skin split in places, bleeding. Her ribs 3, maybe 4, shattered, the bone pressing against skin, wrong angles, broken things trying to escape. Emery's works, hands glowing brighter, pressing herbs into wounds, chanting words I don't understand. Old words, magic words. His face is tight, concentrated, worried. I watch, can't look away, can't blink. Theron stands behind me, not touching, just there, a presence, heavy, pallid, real. An hour passes, maybe more. Time feels strange, stretched, distorted, finally. Emery steps back. His hands stop glowing. He's sweating, exhausted. He looks at Theron, then at me. She's stable. Barely will she wake up. My voice is small, broken, raw from screaming I don't remember. Emery's expression is grave. I don't know. The trauma is severe. 3 ribs broken. Internal bleeding. Extensive damage to the muscles in her back. If she does wake, it won't be today. Or tomorrow. But she'll live if the fever doesn't take her. If infection doesn't set in, if her body decides to fight, then yes. Maybe. Not definitely maybe. I feel something break inside me. She saved me. The words crack, spot him, blade. And now she's dying. Because of me. Emery's kneels beside my chair, looks me in the eye. She saved you because you're worth saving. Don't forget that. I don't believe him. How can I? I'm not worth this. Not worth her pain, her blood, her life. But I nod anyway. Because he needs me to. Because what else can I do? Theron picks me up, careful, gentle, like I might shatter. Maybe I will. He carries me to a chair beside Brynn's bed, the big one, padded, meant for waiting families. He sets me down then. He kneels, right there on the floor. Eye level with me. We stare at each other. I don't know what to say. He doesn't either. The silence stretches, painful, awkward. Finally, he speaks. I'm sorry. 2 words, that's it. But they land like boulders. Heavy, immovable. Real for what? My voice is barely audible. For everything. For not protecting you. For not seeing. For being blind. I don't know how to respond. Don't know what he wants. So I say nothing. He continues. For 6 years I've failed you. In every way a father can fail a son. You're not my father. The words slip out. Bitter. Harsh. You're just the man who gave me life. That's all. Theron flinches. Like I struck him. Good. Let him hurt. Let him feel something. But then something cracks in his face, in his eyes, and I see it. Tears, the Alphaking, the conqueror, is crying, silent tears running down his scarred face. And I realize he's not made of stone, he's just broken, like me. You're right. His voice is thick, choked. I haven't been a father. I've been a coward. And you deserved better. I look away at Brynn. At her still form, she gave me better. I know, a stranger, someone I barely knew, gave me more kindness in a few weeks than you gave me in 6 years. I know, so don't apologize. Apologies don't fix anything. Silence. Then you're right, they don't. But I'm saying it anyway because you deserve to hear it. I turn back to him. His face is wet rot exposed. I just wanted to see the sun. My voice breaks. It's my birthday. I'm 6 years old. And I just wanted to feel warm. Just once. Theron's face crumples completely. I know it's not a crime. I know it's not wrong. I know. Then why I can't finish, can't ask. Why did you let them treat me like nothing? Why did you hide me? Why did you hate me? Theron reaches out, stops himself, pulls back because I was afraid. Afraid that if I looked at you, really looked, I'd see her, your mother. And I couldn't bear it. So you chose to see nothing. Yes, and I paid for it, yes. At least he's honest. At least there's that. I can't fix the past. Theron's voice is steadier now, but I can try to be better. If you'll let me. I look at him, really look. For the first time, he's older than I thought, more worn, more human. I don't know if I can forgive you. I don't expect you to, but Brynn would want me to try. Theron's eyes soften, then try. That's all I ask. He stands. I'll have Gareth postpone score. No one will disturb you. You're leaving. I have to. The council is. They'll have questions, of course. He always has somewhere else to be. Caelan, I don't look at him. I'll be back. I promise. Promises don't mean anything. I know, but I'll keep this one. He hesitates then, leaves, the door closes. And I'm alone, Agon, except this time. Brynn is here. Even if she's not awake. Even if she might never wake. She's here. I climb down from the chair, drag myself to her bedside, pull myself up, reach for her hand. It's cold, but not dead cold. Just cool. I hold it anyway. Press it between both of mine, trying to share warmth. Please don't leave me. I whisper it, over and over. Please, please don't leave me. The stones whisper back, soft, gentle. She won't. She's bound to you, as you are to her. Earth daughter and marked son. Together, I don't know what that means. But I hold her hand tighter and hope that for once. The stones are right. 3 days pass, slow, agonizing 3 days of watching Brynn's chest rise and fall, barely, like her body is deciding whether it's worth the effort. 3 days of Emery's checking her pulse, changing bandages, applying poultices, shaking his head. 3 days of me sitting in this chair, not leaving, not sleeping more than minutes at a time, just waiting. Theron comes back on the first day. I don't look at him. He stands in the doorway, silent, then leaves. Second day, he brings food, bread, cheese, fruit, real fruit, fresh, not stolen scraps. I don't eat it. He sets it on the table beside me. Doesn't say anything, just it. Leaves it there. Third day, he doesn't bring food. He brings a blanket. Thick, warm, soft wool. Drapes it over my shoulders without asking. I still don't look at him. But I don't push it off either because I'm cold, so cold. And the blanket helps a little. Emery's checks Brynn again. 3 ribs broken, maybe 4. Hard to tell with the swelling. Will they heal? Yes, with time. How much time? He doesn't answer. Which is an answer. I hold Brynn's hand tighter. Her fingers are warmer now, not cold anymore. That's good. Right, that has to be good. You should rest, Prince Caelan. Emrys's voice is gentle. I'm fine. You're exhausted. I said I'm fine. He sighs, but doesn't argue. Just goes back to his work, grinding herbs, mixing potions, muttering to himself. The stones are loud tonight, louder than they've been in days. I press my free hand against the wall. She walked through fire for you. Now you must walk for her. Learn, listen, remember. I don't know how to walk for someone who can't walk. Don't know what I'm supposed to learn. Don't know what I'm supposed to learn. But I listen anyway because it's all I can do. Midnight passes. Maybe later. Time is strange here. Brynn's eyelids flutter. Just slightly, barely noticeable. But I notice. I sit up, heart pounding. Brynn, nothing, just the flutter. Then stillness. I exhale. Disappointed, tired, so tired. Too soon. Emery T says from across the room she needs more time. How much more? As much as she needs. Healing can't be rushed. I nod. Even though I want to scream, want to shake her awake, want her to open her eyes and smile and tell me it's okay. But I can't, so I wait. Like always. Theron comes in just before dawn on day 4. He doesn't knock, just enters. Kiet careful. He's not wearing armor, just a plain shirt, dark pants. He looks tired, human. I've never seen him look human before. He sits in the chair across from mine. Doesn't speak. We sit in silence for a long time, just breathing. Existing. Finally, he breaks it. I didn't know you could draw. I glance at him. You never asked. No, I didn't pause. Emery's told me. About the symbols, the ones you made, the ones Isolde destroyed. I look down. They're gone. I know. But you can make more. What's the point? The point is they meant something. To you, I don't answer. Don't know how. Theron leans forward. When your mother was alive, she used to draw too. I look up, sharply. She did. All the time. On everything. Walls, floors, parchment, anything she could mark. I didn't know that. There's a lot you don't know. His voice isn't harsh. Just sad because I never told you. Because I couldn't. Because every time I looked at you, I saw her. And it destroyed me. I swallow hard. So you destroyed me instead. Theron flinches. Yes, at least he's honest. When you were born, he continues, voice rough. And I saw your leg. I blamed you. For her death. For not being perfect. For taking her from me. I didn't ask to be born. I know I didn't ask to be. Broken. You're not broken. Everyone says I am. Everyone is wrong. I laugh. Bitter. You said it too. You looked at me and saw a mistake. I was wrong. 3 words. Sipel. But they land heavy. You're 6 years old. A child. And I failed you. In every possible way. Tears threaten. I push them back. Why are you telling me this now? Because I almost lost you. And I realized I never had you to begin with. Because I never tried silence. She didn't fail me. I look at Brynn. No, she didn't. Why? Why did she do it? She barely knows me. Theron is quiet, thinking then. Because some people see worth where others see weakness. And she's one of them. She's dying because of me. No, she's fighting because of you. There's a difference. I want to believe she'll wake up, that this will be okay. But I'm afraid, so afraid. I'm scared. The words slip out, small, broken. Theron stands, crosses to me, kneels beside my chair. So am I, and somehow that helps, knowing he's scared too, knowing he's not made of stone, just broken, like me. Day 4, afternoon. Bryn's hand twitches. I almost miss it, but I don't. I'm holding her hand, have been for hours. And I feel it, the small movement, fingers curling, just slightly. Brynn. Lean closer. Brynn, can you hear me? Her eyelids flutter. Longer this time, more deliberate. Then they open. Just a crack, but open brown eyes, unfocused, confused, but open. I can't breathe. Brynn. Her eyes find mine, struggle to focus, then recognition. Caelan. Her voice is so quiet, barely a whisper, rough from disuse, but real. I'm here. You're okay. You're safe. She tries to smile, winces instead, pain flashing across her face. Don't move. You're hurt. I know. Emery's. I need to get Emery's. I try to stand. My leg won't cooperate. Bryn's hand tightens on mine, weak, but there. Stay. But please, just stay. I sit back down. Okay, I'm here. Her eyes close again, but her hand doesn't let go. Thank you. For what? For being here. Where else would I be? She almost smiles. Most people would run. I'm not most people, no. You're not. Emery's comes in an hour later, finds Brynn awake, sitting up barely. But up. Remarkable. He hurries over. Checks her pulse, her ribs, her eyes. You should be unconscious for another week at least. Bryn's voice is still weak. Disappointing you already. Emery's chuckles. Not disappointed. Amazed. You're stronger than I thought. He hands her water. She drinks slow, careful, then looks at me. You've been here the whole time, haven't you? I nod. You didn't have to. Yes, I did. Why? Because you saved me. Someone had to save you back. She laughs, then gasps. Ribs protesting. Don't make me laugh. Then don't ask stupid questions. Emery shakes his head, smiling. You two are going to be trouble. We already are. I say it without thinking, but it's true. We are trouble together. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Theron enters an hour later, sees Brynn awake, stops, stares. Without warning, he kneels, right there in the middle of the room. Head bowed. Bryn's eyes go wide. Alpha. What? Forgive me. His voice is rough, broken. For what? For failing to protect you, for allowing that creature to hurt you. You didn't allow anything. I should have seen it. Should have known what she was. You were at the border. That's no excuse. Brynn reaches out, slowly, her hand trembling. She rests it on Theron's head. He freezes, goes completely still. You didn't fail me, Alpha. You saved us both. Theron looks up, not fast enough. Fast enough. They stare at each other, a king and a servant. But in this moment, just two people, broken. Healing finally. Theron stands. You will be Luna. Bryn's hand drops. What? You saved my son. You will be his mother. And my queen, Alpha. I'm nobody. You're the only one who saw worth in a child the world tried to erase. That makes you everything. I don't. It's a request. Theron's voice is firm, not cruel, just certain. The selection is over. You've already won. Brynn looks at me. I look back. Do you? Do you want that? I don't hesitate. Yes. She exhales, slow, shaky then. Okay. Theron repeats. Something in his face softens. Thank you. For what? For being what I couldn't be. Kind. 6 months pass. The fortress changes. Wendon open. Light floods in. Where there was darkness, now there's sun. Theron keeps his promise. He dissolves the council. Opens Iron Peak to everyone. Not just nobles. Not just the strong, everyone, especially the broken, the forgotten. The different Brynn runs it, the House of the Marked. A sanctuary in the East Wing, where children like me come to learn, to heal, to just be. I spend my days there, teaching, learning, doddering with kids who've never held charcoal, listening to their stories, sharing mine. One day a boy arrives, maybe 7, both legs twisted worse than mine. He can't walk at all. Servants carry him in, set him on a bench. He looks around. Terrified, I drag myself over, sit beside him high. He doesn't answer, just stares. I'm Caelan still, nothing. You don't have to talk. But you're safe here. He looks at my leg, then at his. Does it hurt? Every day. He nods, me too, I know. Pause, will I ever walk? I don't know, but you can still run. His brow furrows. How? I tap his head. In here. No one can stop you in here. He almost smiles. You're weird. I get that a lot. This time he does smile. His name is Finn. Emery says with therapy, magic, time, he might walk. Not run, but walk. Finn cries when he hears happy tears. I sit with him until he sleeps. Brynn finds me. You're good at this. At what, caring? I shrug. I just know what it's like. She sits beside me. That's why you're good at it. Pause. Theron wants to do a ceremony. Official, declaring you heir. I know. Are you ready? No. She laughs. Good. If you were, I'd be worried. The ceremony is set for the next full moon, 2 weeks. I spent preparing, discerning, probranok trouble, speeches history. It's exhausting, but Theron is patient. More patient than I expected. He teaches me about lineage, the kings before him, the queens, the battles, the treaties, but also the mistakes, the cruelties, the things they did wrong. So you don't repeat them. I won't. Good. Pause. You're going to be better than I was. I don't know about that. I do. The night before the ceremony, I can't sleep. Too many thoughts. Too much pressure. I drag myself to the garden. The same one where it happened. I haven't been back since. But tonight, I need to. The flowers are different now. Brighter. Fuller. Brynn's been tending them. I sit on the bench. Look at the moon. Almost full. Tomorrow it will be. And everything changes. Aegon footsteps behind me. Can't sleep either. Theron sits beside me. No, nervous, terrified. He chuckles. Me too. You, why? Because tomorrow I'm officially giving you the future, and that's scary. You think I'll mess it up. No, I think you'll be amazing, and that scares me more. Why? Because it means I have to let go of the guilt, the control, the fear. We sit in silence, the moon rising then. Your mother used to sit here. When she was pregnant with you. She did, every night. She'd talk to you. Tell you stories. What did she say? That you were going to change everything. That you were special. She was wrong. No, she wasn't. The ceremony begins at noon. The great hall packed. Nobles, commoners, children from the house. Everyone. I'm dressed in formal robes, silver and black. Too big, but Brynn pinned them. So they fit, mostly. Theron stands at center. Crown on his head. Brynn beside him, wearing her Luna circlet. Beautiful, strong. Perfect. I walk toward them. Scuffed drag, pause. Every step echoes. But this time, I'm not ashamed. I'm proud. Because this is me. And me is enough. I reach the dais. Theron gestures for me to kneel. I do. He places his hand on my head. Speaks loud, clear. By the power vested in me as Alphaking. I declare Caelan, my son, my blood, my heir. The crowd erupts, cheering. Stomping, howling. Theron pulls me up. Brynn steps forward. Hands me a circlet, smaller than Theron's crown, silver, engraved with symbols, the ones from my drawings. She places it on my head, leans close, whispers, "You're not broken, you're unbroken." I turn to face the crowd. They quiet. I take a breath. Then speak. I don't have a big speech. I'm 6. I don't know a lot, Lauder, but I know this. Strength isn't about being perfect. It's about surviving and choosing to be kind. Even when the world isn't, silence, then deafening cheers. After, Finn approaches, carried by a servant. He's holding something. A drawing. I made this. For you. I unfold it. It's me. Standing. Wings behind me. Like Brynn's. This is beautiful. You said I can run in here. He taps his head. So I drew you running too. My throat tightens. Thank you. He smiles. That night, I return to my room. The walls covered in drawings. Mine, Brynn's, the children's. A gallery of voices. I add Finn's drawing, Kentor, where I'll see it every morning. Then I press my hand to the stone. Wait. The whispers come soft. Gentle. You've become what they needed. What you needed. Unbroken. I smile, close my eyes. And for the first time, I sleep. Without fear. Without pain. Just. Peace. Morning comes. I wake to sunlight. No bars. Theron removed them. I stand. Walk to the window. Without my brace. Slowly. But walking. I look out. The fortress below is alive. Children playing. Servants smiling. Guards laughing. In the garden, Brynn. Planting flowers with Finn. Theron beside them. Digging hands dirty. Grinning. I watch and realize. This is what I was waiting for. Not a prophecy, not a title. Just home. Real home. Where broken things heal and become unbroken. Together. I place my hand on the window, the glass warm, and underneath the faintest whisper. Well done. I whisper back. Thank you then. I turn and go join my family because that's what they are. Not because of blood, but because we chose each other. And that's the strongest magic of all.